Episode 12.
C1 level.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Daily 5 Words. On this channel, our goal is to help you learn 5 new English words every day in a fun and easy way. We usually start with a short story where these words are used naturally, and then we explain each word in detail so you can understand it and use it confidently. But today, instead of a story, I'm going to share a short context about Adelaide, a city of adaptation and growth where these words appear naturally. Today's words are accommodate, inhibit, presume, rectify, substitute. So as you listen to today's context, pay attention to how these words are used in real situations. Once it's finished, we'll break down each word with examples and tips so you can use them like a pro in your own conversations. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And also, you can download the PDF and audio files for this episode in the description section. Don't forget to listen to the audio throughout the day. It's the best way to improve your listening and remember new vocabulary. All right, let's get started.
Adelaide, a city of adaptation and growth. Adelaide is a city that has always been praised for its ability to accommodate growth while still maintaining its charm and livability. Whether it's welcoming international students, hosting major festivals, or expanding its infrastructure, the city manages to create space for new opportunities without losing its relaxed character. Still, certain factors can sometimes inhibit progress. For example, resistance to new housing developments or concerns about environmental impacts may slow down important projects. These challenges remind city leaders that growth must be carefully balanced with community values. When planning future changes, it's easy to presume that all residents will immediately support new initiatives, but Adelaide's history shows that assumptions can be misleading. People need to be informed and consulted before large-scale decisions are made. Occasionally, mistakes happen, such as transport delays or planning oversights, but what matters most is how the city works to rectify them. By listening to public feedback and making improvements, Adelaide continues to strengthen trust between its government and citizens. In some cases, the city also finds creative ways to substitute one idea for another. For instance, if a traditional project proves too costly, leaders might replace it with a more affordable and sustainable option, ensuring that progress still moves forward. Through its ability to accommodate diversity, face obstacles that inhibit progress, question presumptions, rectify challenges, and substitute new ideas when needed, Adelaide shows how a modern city can adapt while preserving its identity.
Now, let's take a closer look at today's 5 important words.
Word number 1. Accommodate. Part of speech. Verb. Meaning. To provide space or room for someone or something. To adapt or adjust to meet someone's needs or expectations. To consider and accept different opinions or situations. Example sentences. 1. The hotel can accommodate 200 guests. 2. The teacher tried to accommodate the needs of all her students. 3. He accommodated his schedule so he could attend the meeting.
Synonyms: house, adapt, adjust, host, fit. Word family. Accommodation. Noun. A place to stay or the act of adapting. The hostel offered cheap accommodation. Accommodating. Adjective. Helpful. Willing to adapt. She was very accommodating to her guests. Common uses and phrases. Accommodate guests. Provide room or services. The inn can accommodate 50 guests. Accommodate needs. Meet requirements. The school must accommodate students with special needs. Accommodate changes. Adjust to something new. We had to accommodate changes in the schedule.
Other information for learners.
Often used in both physical sense, rooms, places, and abstract sense, needs, opinions. Very flexible in formal and semi-formal contexts. Often confused with accompany. Remember, accommodate is about providing space or adapting, while accompany is about going with someone. In British English, the spelling has double M and double O. Learners sometimes forget this.
Word number 2, inhibit. Part of speech, verb. Meaning, to prevent or slow down something from happening. To make someone feel self-conscious, nervous, or unable to act naturally. In science, to reduce the activity of a process. Example sentences. 1. Fear of failure can inhibit students from speaking in class. 2. Strict rules may inhibit creativity. 3. Certain chemicals inhibit the growth of bacteria. Synonyms: prevent, discourage, restrain, hinder, obstruct. Word family. Inhibition. Noun. Restraint or self-consciousness. She danced without inhibition. Inhibitor. Noun. Something that prevents a process. This drug is a strong inhibitor of pain. Inhibitory. Adjective. Having a slowing or preventing effect. The chemical has an inhibitory role in cell growth.
Common uses and phrases. Inhibit growth. Slow down development. The cold weather may inhibit plant growth. Inhibit progress. Prevent improvement. Lack of funds inhibited progress on the project. Inhibit behavior. Make someone act less freely. Shyness can inhibit social behavior.
Other information for learners. Common in scientific, medical, and psychological contexts. Example, this drug inhibits pain. Learners sometimes confuse inhibit, to stop or slow down, with prohibit, to forbid by law or rule. The verbs inhibit and inhabit look similar but mean very different things. Inhibit means to hold back, slow down, or prevent something. On the other hand, inhabit means to live in or occupy a place, often used for people, animals, or plants, like wolves inhabit the forest. From inhabit, we also get inhabitant, which means a resident.
Word number 3, presume. Part of speech, verb. Meaning, to suppose something is true, often without full proof. To take something for granted as likely or expected. To act without permission, sometimes rudely or arrogantly. Example sentences. 1. I presume you've finished your homework. 2. The police presumed the man was guilty, but they had no evidence. 3. He presumed to speak on behalf of the whole group.
Synonyms: assume, suppose, expect, guess, take for granted. Word family. Presumption. Noun. Something assumed or an act of boldness. His presumption annoyed everyone. Presumable. Adjective. Likely, but not certain. It is presumable that she will come. Presumptuously. Adverb. In an overconfident or rude way. He presumptuously interrupted the discussion. Presumptuous. Adjective. Overconfident. Taking liberties. It was presumptuous of him to give advice.
Common uses and phrases. Presume innocence. Assume someone is innocent until proven guilty. Everyone has the right to be presumed innocent. Presume to do something. Act without permission.
He presumed to tell her how to do her job. Presume upon. Take advantage of someone's kindness. Don't presume upon his generosity. Other information for learners. Stronger and more formal than assume. Example, I assume you're tired. Casual guess versus I presume you're tired, based on evidence or expectation. Very common in legal language. Presumed innocent until proven guilty. Word number 4. Rectify. Part of speech. Verb. Meaning. To correct a mistake, error, or bad situation. To set something right, make it proper or fair. In technical fields, to change something into a proper or usable form. Example sentences. The company promised to rectify the problem immediately. She tried to rectify her mistake by apologizing. Engineers rectified the design flaws before launching the product. Synonyms. Correct, fix, amend, repair, resolve.
Word family. Rectification. Noun, the act of correcting. The rectification of the error was quick. Rectifier. Noun, device that converts current. Common uses and phrases. Rectify a mistake. Fix an error. He rectified his mistake with a new report. Rectify a situation. Make things better. We need to rectify this situation before it gets worse. Rectify a problem. Solve an issue. The mechanic rectified the car's engine problem.
Other information for learners. Rectify is formal and often used in business, law, and technical contexts, more serious than just fix. Don't confuse rectify and ratify. These two words look similar, but mean very different things. Rectify means to correct or fix something that is wrong. Ratify means to officially approve or confirm something, usually in law, government, or formal agreements. For example, the Senate ratified the international treaty. For example, the board ratified the company's new policy.
Word number 5. Substitute. Part of speech. Verb. To use something or someone instead of another. To replace one element with another. To act as a replacement temporarily.
Example sentences. You can substitute honey for sugar in this recipe. The coach substituted a new player in the second half. She substituted her usual coffee with tea. Synonyms. Replace, exchange, swap, trade, switch. Word family. Substitution. Noun. The act of replacing. The substitution of sugar with honey worked well. Substitute. Noun. A replacement. He was a substitute teacher yesterday. Common uses and phrases. Substitute for. Replace something. You can substitute yogurt for cream. Substitute teacher. A teacher who replaces another. We had a substitute teacher yesterday. Substitute ingredient. Alternative in cooking. Butter can be substituted with oil. Other information for learners. Common in both daily life, cooking, sports, and formal contexts. Learners should practice using substitute A for B, replace A with B, correctly, as this structure is often confusing.